Hello and welcome to UniversiD&D.
Yeah.
Yes.
My name is Blake Croft and I will be your dungeon master for the evening. And it is my absolute pleasure to introduce the players, starting with my left.
Hi, I'm Santiago Sepulveda.
Kylie Brewer.
Alex Moore.
Katie Meir.
Jacob Gonzalez. And me.
Yes, everyone's back. Katie, welcome back.
They have 4 less teeth than last time you saw me.
Bruh.
That is disturbing. But thank you for
It's
that.
just the wisdom ones. So I have my intelligence teeth and my strength teeth and my sex teeth.
I'm leaving.
Roll for comedy.
How long did you say about
Now we're done.
I'm
Sounds
so
about right.
sorry about that.
We are very glad to have you back. Don't worry, I caught her up on what happened, but you guys might have to fill her in as we go.
You cast Witch Bolt.
I'm here.
That is the only thing, yeah.
I think, yeah, that's it.
Great. Before we start today, this is session 10.
Whoa.
Which is great. We're
Double
getting up there.
digits.
Double digits,
Oh my
which is
gosh.
really great. But we just want to give a shout out to all of our patrons. We are we're doing well. We're doing better with the setup, and it is all thanks to really anyone who's come on Patreon and support us. So if you would like to support us as well, check that out. The link is in the description. What are you doing?
Jacob just is being really immature, I think.
I'm sorry. I had the comedy of a 13-year-old.
That's okay. We forgive you.
Thank you.
Um,
We all have it too.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't lie. You can.
Really?
yeah, great. So if you'd like to support us on there, please go do that. That really helps us out a lot. If you can't do that, join our Discord, subscribe, like the video if you actually like it. What are you laughing at now?
She's still got some of the laughing gas.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
yeah. Anyway, really, any way you can support us, or just reach out to us, let us know how much you're enjoying, and we would love that too. I believe that's actually all I had, unless anyone has anything else.
Can I say it this time?
No.
What?
Can I say it this time?
Do it.
No.
Oh.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, go ahead.
Roll the intro.
Yeah!
In a world where a bunch of kids play D&D, they also try to balance university. So let us introduce ourselves formally, and welcome to a brand new land of normalcy.
Some initiative, they know the definition of getting a crit in position and behind the villain. In other words, flanking the mimic to get a second attack. It's smooth and fast, prepping to cast a fireball. Hit them all with a third level blast, I know. Hope it's overcast to see destructive wrath. From a holy man, but he ain't the only man. The strike gold, he got a brutal barbarian. Every turn, the dragon lands another blow. Spitting flames like a fighter with a blessed bow. Shards of ice into the fire with no doubt. Ghostly form behind your back, sneak attack lights out.
It's UniversiD&D. We're here to work and play and earn our bachelor's degree, yeah. Now everybody sing it with me, cause it starts right now. Count it 1, 2, 3.
And
welcome back.
I'm gonna.
You don't get to do it.
Sorry,
He gave me express permission.
Welcome back to UniversiD&D.
Turn in the Xbox.
sorry, next time.
Last we left off. Okay, it is late at night. People are starting to get the dinner. We've been here for 4
Late
hours
night
already.
session, you guys.
Last we left off,
That's true.
our adventurers were down in the sealed-off necromantic wing of the Arcane College of Inkberry with Dee, Rory, and Enya, 3 students from the college who had brought you down in search of a tome of necromancy that they had found down there. You all had gone through some safeguards to get past the large vault door that opened, revealing 2 humanoid figures who claimed to be students of the college as well, trapped down there. It turned out that they were some sort of shape-shifting creature, and they grabbed the necromantic tome from you and began to read the... What are you doing?
I'm removing the...
No.
I'm delabeling.
You've lost water privilege.
No, I'm delabeling.
You've lost... and began to read the incantation that was on the... Everyone is focusing on that.
What's
We'll wait for you.
So
We'll wait for you.
loud.
Okay, well done. It's finished. It's over. So.
Eat it.
Take your time.
Serious.
They began to read the incantation that was in the book, which is called Shriek to the Moon of Black.
Keep doing your thing, bro.
which had summoned some kind of dark spirit, which attacked the party. Enya provided some help. Dee provided minimal help, and Rory had stayed behind the rock.
Enya saved a third of the party,
Yeah.
actually.
That haste? Really nice.
Yes, Alice was very close to going
Exactly.
down.
I was down.
You were down. She
I
went
was
down.
down.
You were-
I
Oh, you
was
said
very close to-
Alice. God.
You were about to die.
I thought you said Alex.
Why don't you check your ears?
Yeah.
Clean out your ears.
Before you
Alex.
all had
Very
returned to the surface, where Enya had declared he was heading west and apologized for putting you in danger, you would return to the Shivering Ent, where you had discovered that the new management that had bought the inn was Cyrus Tenagathor, the High Priest of Inkberry, or of the Southstead, more specifically. And you all stayed your last night there, and in the morning, High Priest Tenagathor had met you inside and actually given you a mission. He had asked you to find the Earl Radu of Harkinston, who had gone missing up near North Gresham. He provided a chariot and promise of gold, and you all had started to head east out of Inkberry in your new royal white chariot. The first day passed without much incidents, and you had camped for the night. Damien and Blanc had gone hunting, and Alice had taken the final watch of the night, where she did not notice 6 unseen archers
Yeah,
from the
nice.
top of the boulder
That's a good one.
6 of them.
that was nearby your
That
camp,
was a
who hit all but Damien, I believe, and they turned out to be Kenkus, and a battle ensued. They were mostly after your things, stealing them and returning them to a wagon far from the boulder. The party had gone over to the wagon after dealing with the Kenkus, and had found a hooded figure in black, eating something, turned around, not seeming to notice your presence. Malik had thrown a pebble to alert it that you were here, turned around, and it was a young Kenku with macaw colors rather than the typical crow or raven color scheme. And it did not respond to any words that you had said, but did recognize Alice's form of sign language. He had signed nothing more than, "My name is Flightless." And that is where we pick up.
Do you think he flies?
Did you say that?
No.
That's
He
what you
said,
said.
signed my name is Flightless.
Okay, so the good news is we can talk about it right in front of him, and
He's-
he's not gonna know.
Damien.
We could talk shit without him hearing it.
Can
Wait,
you understand
he's
me?
probably deaf, actually.
He does not seem to. He's kind of like looking around frantically, and he looks like he's like trying to understand you, but it seems to be very difficult. Like he picks up a few words,
Oh, okay.
Okay.
but
I didn't mean that. That was a joke.
Then just-
Okay. So
it does appear he is deaf.
Oh.
He had picked up like a dagger. You notice now, like kind of in defense, and slowly places it down, and like sits up on his knees and starts to like go forward towards you in this wagon.
she said that.
So-
Where?
I'm gonna kind of,
Yeah.
like, threateningly half pull out the sword.
Oh.
He's
Yeah.
gonna back up.
It's okay.
Yo.
What are we doing with this one, Alex? You seem fine.
He's
Good question. We just slaughtered all of the other ones.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm whispering.
he.
But
We might have killed his family.
No. He wants to be our friend.
Does he know we kind of killed
Well,
his family?
am I mistaken, or did his friends just try to kill us? Actually, I have an arrow in my shoulder right now.
He kind of like he seems to gather like some of what you're saying.
He wasn't with them. They were not his friends. They were bad people.
Okay, so he's okay with us killing them.
So tell him that
I'll
we
put the
killed
sword
him.
back away.
He seems relieved.
Well,
Could you?
now what?
I mean, where is he going? Why was he here?
He was taken. He says they were bad people. I think we should probably try to find somewhere for him. He wasn't with them.
So should we bring him with us?
Or give him some coin, send him towards the nearest town.
He's like pretty young, right?
Yes, he appears to be a lot younger than the thieves that had attacked her.
Okay. I think maybe we could take him to the next city and see if anybody recognizes him. He does look different
Oh yeah,
than the rest
I guess
of
it'd
them.
be pretty easy to
Mm-hmm.
spot.
Do you know if he has a home? Parents, maybe?
He says his family died and he doesn't remember his parents. Can we...
How do you want to?
He says he's from up north, but he doesn't really have a home.
Well,
North. A long way from home.
we're heading in that direction. We could at least take him for a while.
Well...
Oh, Kasha. Do you want to just drop him off at a random city with no one to care for him?
No, but I mean, if we're on the way.
Well, how far up north are we talking about? Because
Yeah.
I don't know
north.
when we're going to be
We're only
up
going so
there.
much.
I'd like to go up there.
Well, me too, actually.
Wait.
I mean,
I just don't know when.
kind of doing something right now.
Oh, I'm from up north too. But it's been a while since I've been home.
Where are you from?
Broadside?
It's a cool city name. It's a cool city name. Broadside. I like it.
You're from way up north. Well, regardless, I don't think we can leave him on his own tonight.
Fair point. Just don't want to drag him into any unnecessary danger we draw into.
Well, we're going to like a giant festival, aren't we?
To find some kidnappers.
But it's a festival.
True.
Cash just got a point. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
It's
I
gotta be
think
people
so.
trying to kill us, probably.
Okay, but not the bird.
Seems like catch the word festival.
He wants to go to the festival.
The King's Festival?
No.
The princess can become
No, we're done.
This does he.
Okay.
So I'm getting the feeling that you think we are going to this festival to have fun. Is that what we are doing?
I mean,
Are we
no,
are we
of
not
course
looking for a
We've got
very
very
powerful
important
figure?
things to do. But if we could get that done early and then enjoy the festival, I don't understand why we couldn't like.
But who knows how deep this might go? this could be a kidnapping of a very high-ranking person.
Alright. I've never been to a festival outside my hometown, but
Me neither.
Hey, let's see what happens. Of course I want to go to it, but...
Well, yes, of
we
course.
might as
but
well try to have fun
I just
while
don't
we're
want to
there.
get our hopes up, is what I'm saying.
My hopes are way up.
See, that is a problem, no? I mean,
To be fair,
chances
they
are we...
usually are.
Yes, I suppose you're right.
Well, I mean, regardless, we can't really leave the birds,
how
so
this
let's bring them with us. We have to bring them with us regardless.
Flightless.
Oh, flightless?
Alice, you're the only one who can talk to him. You find him taking care of her. It's gonna be your responsibility.
It's like a little baby.
Flyless or flightless? Flightless.
He steps out of the cart, warming up a little bit.
How do we know we can trust him?
He's beginning to warm up to you.
Is it cute?
He's very cute.
Like I said,
You should take it.
how do we know we can trust him?
So again,
Come on.
He looks not as like harsh as the other Kenkus. He has like royal blue under the eyes and mostly red feathers on his face and a rather like short, kind of stubby gray beak. And you see like dots on his shoulder and like the tips of his wings is like gold.
Oh, what is he gonna do?
He's all by himself, and I mean, it seems like Alice is one of the only people here who can communicate with him. I doubt any of those other birds could.
I mean, it's up to Alice here. If she thinks she can trust him, sure, I believe her.
I do. He seems really scared and he just wants to have some friends.
Good enough for me?
Great.
I am going to go over it, but it's like, at the end of the day, it's also just one bird.
So it is true. We took care of the other ones quite quickly. So
That's it. Shouldn't you trouble you?
So you're all heading back to the chariot.
Yes.
So you get your things that have been taken and return to your own chariot with a new companion.
We have more than one.
were there horses on that other wagon?
There were not.
Do we have our horse? Wait.
Did they steal our
We
horses?
have, what, four?
Four horses.
How'd
Are
they
two
get
of
that?
them the one we got before we went to
No.
No, these are all.
They just gave us 4 horses.
Our horses are in a stable.
Our horses are
In
being paid
Inquiry.
for,
They gave us a carriage, and it's like a nice carriage.
I believe.
Yeah, 3 days.
I gave him 3 days.
Well,
Mhm.
6 good a day, you gave them 18.
Okay, well, can I take I'm gonna take a little nap real quick because I'm feeling a little under the weather. So
The sun is just rising.
Yeah, it'll take a while to get the horses ready and everything.
But you all
Yeah.
have completed your long rest, but technically lost health directly after that.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna get some
actually,
hit dice.
I definitely cast Shatter. So
Did you learn your new spells? Just one.
Two for all.
2 for level.
What's a short rest?
Oh, for your level.
It's been so long.
You
Yes.
roll like.
Well, no, I know the hit dice, but like,
What?
how long is a
The
short
how-
rest? Like, how many
how-
hours?
Oh, I have no idea.
I think it's like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
We should be fine with
What?
that.
Or like-
Get you.
Oh, nice.
I'm not really sure.
It's not a. It's not a
They only
really
shot
long
5
time.
We're
Okay.
fine, we're good.
Actually, I will
We'll take
roll.
care of the horses.
I will roll my hit
Damien's
dice.
sleeping and you're just
Yeah, somehow.
Yeah, I might. Take
Are you kidding me?
How long is a short
Oh.
rest?
A short rest is not
That
that.
man.
Oh, an hour. Okay.
It'll take about that long to get the horses going, get the
Yeah.
transport.
Can we take a short
Yeah.
rest?
I'm using 3 hit dice.
Oh, sure, yeah. If you all want to
Well,
like
if
stop
you're
Yeah,
all
you-
going to nap,
in the morning,
you
you can take a short rest.
do you want to help me with the horses?
I just restore my
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. We will start getting the horses ready.
Okay.
I'm going to braid every single one of their manes.
Okay.
Wait, how do you does this work?
The horses
You
are
have 4 hit die,
actually
so you
very
can roll.
nice.
What are you, a D10 or
you can
12?
tell they're like
Ooh.
So I can roll
royally
however many you
bred.
want.
The 2 in the front,
I'm
one
gonna
of them
roll
is
all
like
of them.
pure white with like a white and gray mane, and
Odd.
the other is white with like light gray spots towards the back of it. they have like beautiful, large, flowing manes. The two in the back are like a darker brown, and the one on the left has like black spots.
It's the second one in a row.
I like the black spots.
Can we name one of our respects?
Yeah, I think so.
33.
It was Flex, wasn't it?
Oh, it was Flex, yeah.
So is everyone napping except us right now?
We're
Is
surviving.
that
Yes.
Yeah.
cool?
And flightless.
I'm just looking at my book. I'm like,
Not really sure what to do.
Oh, no.
Alice, are you
I am napping.
I cannot communicate.
kind of like looks around and like hops in the cart and like just kind of sits there.
I'll like pat one of the horses and point to the graves.
And he kind of like jumps out of the cart and like runs over and starts like he's very short and like has trouble getting up there, but like tries the best he can to like braid their manes.
Is he our baby Yoda?
No.
Is that what he
He's
is?
our baby.
Whoa.
He's gonna betray us and like murder us all.
He's a
No, maybe
baby.
it does.
No spoilers. I know some of us aren't coming.
No. But yeah, the rest of you go ahead and finish your hour-long nap. And it's just the two of you and Flightless.
Do you want to do anything?
I think I'm okay. How about your friends in the book? Have you talked to them recently?
Well, when we almost died today, yesterday.
This one.
No, like the
No, that was the day.
that was the
it
day.
was actually
2
2
days before, yeah.
2 days ago, when we almost died, I kind of put out like a call for help, and everyone was like, "That sucks. You might die." So, I think we're still on good terms, but no one's really close by.
Good. Have they had any luck finding the people you wanted them to find?
I was gonna check up on that. I was hoping that when we get to Shellbone, which seems to be our destination at the moment, we might be able to find someone who's good at, I don't know, either locating people or communicating vast distances. I don't really know what kind of magic would help, but, there's now a couple people that I'm really curious as to, at least if they're okay, and I don't really have the means of finding out.
Right, it's not just your father.
Yeah, there's someone else, but I don't think she's in any danger though. I think when I last saw her, she could handle herself very well. But just wanted to check up on, an old friend. But I don't know. I don't think we're going to be in Shelburne for a while. It seems like a long.
Oh yeah, we're pretty
Journey.
busy. We're booked.
Yeah.
As we are. So should I try I don't think the bird can hear me, but I kind of want to try and communicate. Do you think he reads?
Oh, maybe.
Is there sand? We're by a river.
No, it kind of it's like dirt that kind of cakes into mud towards the river.
I'll pick up the book and. Can you do that? I think that'll work.
Okay, well I don't want to write in this book.
I was just my me.
No.
Damn.
Don't have paper apparently.
You have Jinjin and the newts.
I'll take out Jinjin and the news.
Okay.
And I want it to be the back of the credits.
The credits.
I'll write. My name is Damien.
All right, Cash.
He writes, "My name is Flightless. Nice to meet you."
Oh, he writes.
Aw, he's literate.
That's good.
Oh,
Are you hungry?
He writes, "Yes, please."
Always have been.
Okay. I assume I have stuff left over.
Yep.
Yeah.
You got a good amount of meat.
I have sunberry
So much
honey.
meat.
Well, maybe give them that.
They're gonna say you have
Do you have anything to put sunberry honey on?
The meat.
Yeah, honey glazed venison.
Is
Yeah.
that thing?
But I don't think I have cooked meat on me, do I?
No.
Yeah, I didn't.
You'd have to
I
cook
mean,
it,
we
bro.
Have a good
Really?
crackers.
We probably like kind of tried it a little bit.
Well,
I'll try to put some sticks together and try to start a fire.
You have like horse feed, which has like apples and carrots.
Yeah, I'll
Oh.
take some of that.
Well, that's
take
good.
some of the honey.
you better make him like a whole like
No, just
entree,
like
bro.
Like a little snack.
Make him.
Five-star meal.
yeah. Put the
Little,
chef's
like,
hat on and
fun
everything. You're
snack.
like,
You make them similar to like a caramel apple as you kind of like spread the sunberry honey on the side.
oh.
He looks at it with like wide eyes, like this is the best thing he's ever seen, and just like eats the whole thing in front of you.
We did so good.
And he like eats the whole core up.
Oh,
Oh, it seems fine. So I don't think. Okay, well, at this point, have we like gotten the horses ready for travel? And stuff?
Yeah.
Like we could probably just start going.
yeah, we're probably good.
Okay, so I guess can we both sit like on the reins?
You too?
It's 4
Yeah.
horses.
Yeah, he writes. He takes the book from you one last time and says, "It was really nice to talk to someone."
Yo.
And
And blow my kiss.
And then he handed kind of looks confused. But he hands the book.
Alright, I'll put it and then I'll get on the reins and just start traveling.
Okay. And the rest of you have woken up about this time.
Where'd they go?
Yeah, as they have left
Whoa,
you
we're
behind.
moving? Whoa.
Are they wrong?
No.
Are you not? See you guys.
But yeah, as they get ready
Just
to
leaving.
head off, you all come to consciousness and have taken a short rest.
Yay. Cool.
You're just getting in the cart.
Perfect. See ya.
Yeah, I'll get on.
Can I go on top
Wait,
of
so
the
it's one.
The two of them are on the seat.
on the top?
Yeah, sure. You can sit on the top of the cart.
I need like sunlight. It's dark inside. I need to read my eyesight.
True. You don't want to get car sick.
I mean, I'll probably get more car sick.
Got it, got it.
So you all start heading east.
I'm just continuously scanning the horizon for
Okay,
anything.
roll a perception check.
Perception. Oh, that's a good check there.
I think like all my rolls for the last 2 sessions have sucked. 11.
We'll change that today.
So there is like a small like window in the chariot that has like a little hatch. So you open that and just kind of like scan your surroundings. There doesn't seem to be much around. It's actually like other than the river, just like open grassy fields. Not much different terrain. Really since you've left the city. It's like vast valleys. You do see some animals floating by. Some animals you haven't seen like coming from Shelburne, especially coming from the ocean. You see wildlife that you do not recognize, but nothing that appears to be dangerous or mysterious or anything like that. You two travel. It is again early morning. You hear.
Another direction.
No. Yeah. You keep heading east and a little bit north, following pretty much the river for at least this first leg of the journey. Not much happens for a few hours. Our map is ready for pickup.
Be right back, guys.
That's the end of
Yeah. Guys, it's been
our
like 3 weeks.
Our what?
Yeah,
What was it?
we'll have posted about it by now.
It's an acronym.
But great. So yeah, not much changes other than following down the river. Flightless sits inside, and he is so happy to be able to talk with someone. You get the feeling that he knows this language, but has not been able to use it for quite some time. And having learned this, it's not very common around around average. Not many people know it. Really, on your travels, you've tried using it as like code in some sorts, but not many people are familiar with it or have come into contact with it even. So he is very happy to be able to share it with someone.
Okay, Homelander. Jeez.
I would jump with him.
I like a slowly becoming. What's the opposite of?
I'm a true neutral, guys. I'm a true neutral. No, you're a
Guys,
psychopath.
Don't worry, I'm true neutral.
But the
I'm a
difference
true neutral
is, I'm gonna jump
sociopath.
too. And then I'm just gonna
So-
So you kill him and
No,
yourself.
I'm just
That
gonna
sounds like
not
chaotic
him.
evil to me.
No, evil is just throwing him. Neutral is going with him.
True.
Maybe differing definitions.
Just kind of speaking back.
Is good like jumping alone or something?
Good is not
Alright.
good.
Jump for him.
Okay then.
Great. And he also,
Concerned about you.
Flightless, tells you about his experience with this band of thieves. Basically, like he said, he was taken from his parents, and they basically treated him as like a slave. Once they figured out they couldn't really like communicate, he was in charge of. Like you noticed, there were no horses. He was in charge of pulling the cart, and
This man jacked. Oh my god.
Under his feathers, he's just like hiding a six-pack.
and
Damn,
He's like a 12-pack at this point.
Flightless like puts his wing up. It's like,
baby.
oh my god.
and yeah, and then
Blump and Blitz are like,
when they would go out,
what?
when they would go out on like raids, he was in charge of kind of keeping watch of the cart, and didn't really speak to anyone for the 10 years he was with
Oh,
Wow.
he old.
Yeah.
Wait.
Wait. He could pull the card
He
when
said
he started out.
Well,
He has to be at least
I
like
might not
20
have got
something.
it.
You're saying he could have been 10, pulling like this 10-year-old little bird going.
Well, we now know that Flightless is a unit.
Okay.
Yeah, we're also though he's young.
All I'm
but
saying,
also, like,
all I'm
he's at least
saying
20 something.
is let's give the horses a break. Put Flails in there at least for an hour. All I'm saying.
Gotta keep his strength up, you know?
Yeah.
That's true. I'm being
but yes,
scrawny on
he,
this.
he shares that with you.
oh my god.
Even if like he really has no reason to trust you, but
Okay.
it's like he hasn't been able to communicate, and he just kind of like pours all that out to you. But you all head out for the better part of the day, I would say, and it's it gets to be early evening, late afternoon, and the grass below you kind of shifts. Actually, Blitz, make a perception check.
Come on, please.
I believe in you.
I want to make a good roll.
Yeah, Freddy, you're done first.
Yes, okay.
Ass.
I mean, it's not
It's
that
an
bad.
8. But plus 6, so 14.
Plus 6?
14 is not bad.
Yo.
Just use your passive more.
It is not terribly hard
Just
to
use
see
your
as you are like scanning outside the
For
window.
Pete's
But
sake.
the river kind of stays like coated with grass like nearby. But you see out in the distance, further north of the river, that it seems like the grass almost ends in like some kind of like gray terrain over there, like rock or something similar, like about a mile away.
Look at my map.
I've got eagle eyes, dude.
It doesn't appear on the map.
So I know I'm doing
What's
I think?
Do what
I'm
you know.
mean. I'm like a
Can I identify it as stone or like a stony material, or is it like
as you get a little closer, you see that you see that it is in fact stone. In fact, it like comes out of the ground like I would say like in some areas almost like 5 feet off the grass. But then in other areas it kind of like slopes down in like a stony like hill of sorts that like touches the grass. But most of it is elevated. Even the parts that do slope up kind of plateau at 5 feet off the ground and then continue as like a totally separate terrain.
Okay, I'll ask this. I feel like I would have spent some times at some islands in my time as like sailing. Do I recognize this as like volcanic rock or something?
Make a nature check.
Igneous rock.
Alright, so this one will treat me good. Nature. 8.
It is unfamiliar.
Oh.
It seems to be some kind of just.
Oh my god!
I'm in jail.
You don't see it.
No, I mean you do. I'm assuming Blitz points it off. She points it out.
I'm
It's
bad.
also like huge, right?
Yeah. I mean, as you guys, if you're heading that way, are you curving off the river towards that?
Can I try to identify it?
Sure. It's appears to be stone.
Watch and learn, maybe.
If you with your -1 wisdom.
Oh, it's wisdom. No, it's nature.
Nature.
It's
Oh,
intelligence.
nature.
18.
Oh, I
What was
thought
the
you
nat?
rolled an 8.
Huh?
What's the
Natural
net?
13.
Okay.
Not great.
It's not specifically familiar to you, but it appears to be some kind of just like regular stone. Just like gray stone.
Okay.
It's igneous rock that has gone through a few.
Indignous?
It's indigenous rock,
It's
actually.
Amazing rock.
It's
You
what's
said
the
it
word?
wasn't igneous.
Igneous.
I saw something.
You're good. You're
Now I'm
good.
gonna get canceled for saying indignious rock.
You say indignant.
Hey, I take out my sledgehammer.
You have a sledgehammer? Where do you keep that?
What are you talking about?
Do you have it?
Yeah. Yes.
Why?
You actually have a
How do you
sledgehammer?
Like
It's
a
like-
legit like sledgehammer?
It's like on the back of the cart. It's
Hold that out of your
Yeah,
ass.
I'm
What do you-
okay.
there's a complimentary sledgehammer on every cart.
It's probably true.
Oh, did you not know
I
about
have a
this?
sledgehammer. I have a shovel. What are you talking
It's like a spare tire.
Where do you keep these
The whole
things?
set of
It's
tools.
they're like in my backpack. No, not in my backpack. It's like on the back of the cart. I can't carry that on me.
Why do
Your
you
eights,
wait? Is
right?
You just
Yeah.
guys-
you do actually have a sledgehammer? Or is this like a bit?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh shit! Whoa, it's
Do
cool.
what you want to do with
I
yours.
just want to take the light. I'm just gonna take a look sample.
Okay, you're not even close.
We're a mile away.
Oh, can we go?
He's simply built different.
Throws it a pile.
Yeah, guys, I was a fighter this whole time. So.
Sounds about right.
Shucks us.
Alright. I suck at animal handling. I'll keep driving.
Okay, yeah. So you go.
Nothing bad.
Not.
You head. It's probably about half a mile from the actual river.
I'm clutching my sledgehammer. I'm just waiting.
He's
for
so
it.
Like you're like sweating, like
And you kind of
like
get
veins.
closer to it. It looks. The stone looks very smooth. But like I said, it kind of slopes up, and in some parts just goes straight up and plateaus into its own terrain.
Like there
Okay.
used to be water here, but there's not anymore.
Make a nature check.
The cooking furnace.
Is it Volk?
It's been doubled.
5.
Yeah, Katie, you're.
It's unclear what how this was.
That was
I'm
fun.
not even gonna roll nature.
Oh my god! She broke off one of the.
I was defeated.
We
That
just
was,
bought-
oh no!
We just bought some
Just
super
leave it.
glue. We can fix it. Yeah, take it.
That's funny.
We can
That's
do
so
some super
funny.
glue.
What's a
That's
resin?
sorry.
That's the
Resin.
fifth
Kate.
that Katie has gotten out.
Yo, I was just about to. There it is. There it is, boys.
Great, yes.
That's funny.
Malik, go ahead and roll a
Charisma.
strength check.
Yeah. I do want to
I don't
put like a
trust
little.
this one.
I don't know what that's called, but like.
Oh, okay.
When you sculpt.
Make a strength.
Like a chisel.
Yeah, like a chisel. I want
Yeah.
to see any cracks in this thing.
It does not appear to be.
Oh, I'm gonna make one. Okay.
Just roll a strength check.
That's what just call
Five.
it stone.
I'll give you advantage because of the chisel, actually.
Oh, thank you. I mean, that's a presentation with the chisel. They're just like
Wait,
It's
is
still
that how
lit.
that works?
It's
you
still
can make
lit.
a harmless trinket.
Oh,
Prestidigitation, you can make a small. It's like small.
That's
arm
OP.
strength.
that's cool. What's supposed to be Conjuration Wizard?
It is difficult to
Like
get
this.
off. Yeah, it like slips. There is no cracks in the stone. It's very smooth stone. As you're kind of like trying
Smooth
to find
stone.
like a point of leverage, and it's very difficult to. Also, sledgehammer with one hand is very
Yeah.
difficult.
I look at Blump like.
Yeah, it's about to say.
Okay, I mean,
Go ahead, and you roll a strength check. You're
Blump's
trying to-
looking like extra
I'll just
beefy.
punch the floor.
Actually, I'll hold.
Did you up your strength?
No, I'll
I did
hold
up my
the
strength,
chisel
So you're
down,
looking like a
And I'm
beefcake right
I'm
now.
looking pretty.
Yeah.
I'm looking pretty beefy.
I'll hold the chisel down and completely trust the nuts and bolts.
Can I use
Wow.
reckless attack
That's a great
on
idea.
the stone to get advantage? But it also has advantage on me too.
Woo!
Ooh, there you
Really?
go.
You said a strength check?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like straight strength?
Yeah.
22.
Shatters the entire
Bad
plateau.
move because the stone actually socks you. Uppercut to the jaw. 22, yeah, so you bring down the sledgehammer and, like, just a little, like, how big of a piece are you trying to get?
We're kind of on the edge here, so like this big.
Yeah. So you get off, like, a little rock and it kind of comes out and you now have that part of the stone. It is a very clean break with the chisel. It doesn't like crack and.
He's it doesn't.
It doesn't crack.
It's a late set.
You only get that in
8:30.
so,
It's literally like
Nothing
8:30.
cracks.
Late night, guys.
That makes sense. Fuck.
Great, yeah, but it's a clean, like, diagonal break. So you now have this rock that's kind of roughly triangular in shape.
Okay, Malik, here's your rock.
Thank you, bro.
Okay, bye.
Mysterious
Is that,
Does it
is
look
that it?
like anything else besides just your average stone?
It looks weird where it's placed.
So placement's weird, but it
Like,
looks like rock.
it just looks
Isn't
like
it just like a
stone.
giant boulder?
No. It's
like
if as you start to like climb on top of it, it goes for miles.
No life.
it's a bit
Doesn't
Not in the immediate vicinity.
It doesn't show on the map.
It does not show on the map.
That's
Do I
really
see anything purple?
What?
Do I see anything purple?
Purple's his
not
favorite
that
color.
I think
Okay.
of.
Do I see anything green?
Why?
Do I see anything red?
You know
A rainbow.
I don't think I know.
Sorry,
Apparently
I'm
you
a little,
I know what you're talking
Alright.
Alright.
Dream sequence that is.
Got miles of smooth stone right here. Doesn't show on the map.
Do I make so many stone bricks?
You're near the river.
right by the river.
Lacie.
Okay.
You're on the north side, so not near the ocean.
Cool.
Malik, if you're done collecting rocks,
Yeah, we have places to be.
a
Places to
festival
be.
to go to.
This rocket terrain is actually it's on your way.
Yeah.
If you want to take a north
Wait,
wind.
yeah. Why don't we
Or
get the
northern
Would it be
pathway.
considered difficult terrain?
No, it's
It
super
would not
smooth,
once
right?
you get up on
Would
it.
it be
Yeah.
easy?
In fact, it is. Yeah, I mean it's a lot easier to navigate than this grass.
Simple terrain?
Um,
I made that up.
Wait,
So is it like, are we
here's the
faster on it?
Here's the plan. As we go through it, we get water from the river,
So
we water bend it over, and then we turn it into ice. We just go
Take water.
That's a good idea.
it is smooth stone, so if you pull the chariot up onto it, which is not too hard to do because there is like some of the stone ramps up,
You want to just slip
then
Yeah.
it would be relatively easy to navigate.
We like have to keep freezing the stuff right in front of us. So we just go. It's
Like,
like putting the train
You're like
tracks.
Frozone?
This sounds fun,
I just wanna
but
drink
if
of
we lose
water.
control, that's very
That won't happen.
okay.
I say.
You see, that simply will not.
True. He's
We simply will not lose control.
For something like that, maybe I should take
Malik
control
is
of the
simply
horses.
True here.
I
You
do
know
have a
what,
high
actually-
animal handling skill.
My animal handling is pretty good too,
Just take
actually.
Wait,
them
we're actually doing this? Heck yeah.
I
No,
just-
well, okay. No matter what we do, stupid or not, do you want the reins?
I suppose.
Let's switch out. I'll go with you too.
Yes! Bro time!
Hope that clipped the mic.
Can you rage?
Around horses.
Just real quick.
The horses are not sad.
That's not right. Whenever I rage from now on, that's what I'm gonna do.
Help me.
The horses are not saddled, but you can hop on one and try to stay.
So, Kasia, you want to get there fast, right?
Or the back.
We're not,
You know,
we're not doing this, are we?
We shake the water from the river into here, and
Will
then
that
we
actually
shake
increase our
water,
speed
ice.
like by a lot?
No.
Okay. Didn't think so.
He's thinking in
These
Minecraft.
are
Speed of
horse-
400.
These are horses pulling the cart. You're not
Do
just
we
on
have
wheels.
Frostwalker.
And are they mending?
Can we put the
Make sure to
on the
donate to our
horse?
Patreon to gain access to our Minecraft server.
Yes. Yeah. I didn't have anything else to contribute to that bit. I just said
Okay,
yes.
let's just go. Alright.
Alright, so
Let's
Blomf
just
and
try.
I have the reins, Blomf is with me.
Yes.
I'll
sit on top. I'll be the one
Okay,
watching.
so you head up onto the
Because the launch is
stony terrain, and again for miles in, I say any direction, but behind you is the grass and the river, but in like both directions, this just kind of like stretches out over the land, this smooth rock. And you see as you start to get farther in, there are large stone, maybe like could be described as like ridges, but like 20 feet tall and like half a mile down, and they at some points you almost feel like you're in a canyon as these things kind of like carve across the face of this stone, just very smooth and straight up.
This is not anywhere on the map.
That's actually
Does
really
it look
strange.
main?
I have a bad feeling about
Go
this.
ahead and roll nature.
Real nature.
Gotta say it.
Guys have rolled nature like 6 times.
No!
11. It's hard to tell.
Can I do it at advantage because I like stone?
No, you guys are rolling
Damn it.
nature like 7
Reckless
times.
attack?
Never
Can I
rolled
reckless
higher than
attack?
like 12.
I had an 18.
Great.
I
So
rolled
you
a
guys,
Roll an 18.
yeah, you keep traversing this, and there are large, like some of them are like almost like ramps, kind of structures, and then others are like crescent moons that are like 20 feet tall.
Are they like
Just-
abnormally
Yeah, do they
shaped?
look main?
yeah, they are abnormally.
like
Well,
abnormally
no, wait,
smooth?
Did you
The
say
thing
crescent
is, what
Did you say crescent moon?
crescent moon, like almost
Oh.
like a rounded.
Not like the symbol on her.
No.
Okay.
Not the show.
The thing
Not
is, they are abnormal because of how regular
Yeah.
of shapes they are. These do not look like. There's nothing hinting that they are man-made or like how they could be man-made, but it's hard to see how these would form naturally.
Does the stone resemble the kind of obelisk shape that we found all those sessions ago?
In shape, it does not.
But material.
In material, the other was very similar to like regular stone as well.
Okay. I wouldn't make that connection then.
I mean, you could. It's good roll nature.
Yes, nature.
Yes.
Go ahead and just-
Please.
just- I mean, nature's
Spam
not
nature.
nature's not used enough.
Intelligence.
Give me your-
Intelligence.
Give me the mystical magic of the better side.
That's really bad.
5, dude. What is
Wait,
You know what,
6.
Alex?
happening?
It's a good connection.
Yo!
There's a good connection.
Okay.
Yo,
Okay, so
wait.
you want-
Yeah.
And I like it.
If
I
you
like
want-
that
if
you're
you want
paying
to
attention.
immediately
So are you saying I should
I
immediately
like that
use
you're
this?
paying attention. You can,
Yeah.
but I'm just gonna give you inspiration.
Alex, please.
Does
You
Blitz
rolled
make the
7 times.
connection with that roll?
You have inspiration.
Oh boy.
With a 5, he wouldn't. So, all right. Woo!
Immediately.
1. I did.
Yee, come on, please. Oh, 11.
Overtime,
I'm
baby.
rolling terribly.
Maybe.
I would say you think back to it. You make the connection, and you don't really remember what the material it was made out of, but it could be similar.
What? It was the collators?
Yes. You know those gods that literally made the
Yeah.
world?
I'm going to turn to Malik
Oh.
and say,
I look down from the top. Hey.
does this have anything to do with, do you remember that stone structure we found on the way to Inkberry?
I do.
Does this look familiar in any way?
Not like attention.
Just do it. Just roll nature.
Nature. Let's work. Come on. 20.
The stone, the way it is carved, and the color of it, is very similar.
Foreshadow.
It's very similar.
I finally got my inspiration. That's all I care about.
Hey,
I will no longer speak for the rest of the session.
Yeah. Wait.
It's over.
Now Malik is thinking.
Uh-oh.
And it doesn't show up on the map at all.
It's a bit odd.
Okay.
Bit odd,
And
innit?
at this point, nothing obstructs our
Bit
path. Right?
odd, innit?
It's just a straight path too.
Yeah, I mean, except for these large like
Yeah, but
ridges.
They don't get in the way.
No, they're very easy to navigate.
It's feeling like a road.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like it's just like an open expanse of like paved ground for you.
Yeah. We can only assume they're related. But something like this would 100% show on the map, so I think it's fairly recent.
Is that what I was thinking? Yes.
I mean, all we can just pay attention. Do you think we should get off here? Just take the normal.
I think maybe we should get to a bit of higher ground first. Get to look out. Maybe see if we can see any of those structures.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
But we're looking at 2 sheer rock faces.
How high
Right.
are they? 20 feet. I'll be right back. I'm gonna miss this apple. So.
Interesting.
Yo.
Do I see any of those? I'm just looking for what Blitz just said. Like, do I see
What were
any?
you?
Like those stone structures that we had found,
Yeah.
that had jutted out of the ground.
The obelisk.
Yes,
thing that
yeah.
you were talking about. No, there's. We'll roll a perception check.
When my passive 13 doesn't do it then? 13?
Nice.
Yeah, no, there doesn't appear to be any like obelisks type things in the immediate surroundings. You're on one of the higher rock structures. Doesn't seem to be anything specific of note.
Really? Nothing.
Nothing out of the ordinary. And the top is just. It's actually it is smooth stone except at the end, where one side has like a straight diagonal and the other side is almost like. It's like rounded. In like it has like not carved, but like it comes down in like almost like bunches. You know when you're like drawing a cloud, and you have like little like,
Yes.
you know, things like that's how it kind of comes off of the rock as it's kind of like rounded.
So I can't parkour to follow the cart as they gain away.
You can try.
So I could parkour up here where I'll most certainly die, or I could just go down.
Definitely parkour.
Agreed.
You're not with him. You can't make poor choices for him.
Damien, thanks.
Anyway, I don't see any.
He should parkour.
It doesn't work.
Yeah.
Nothing. So just a card going?
Yep.
Okay. Now, I'll use my trusty grappling hook. Rope. Get down.
Okay.
I assume that's
So
easy.
like keep it and
Yeah.
climb down
Then
and then
Mage hand, take it off.
mage hand take it off.
The card.
Yeah, keep
It's
it
not like it hurt.
Flightless is like waving out the window at you, like running back.
Oh, what?
I'm
Sorry.
gonna throw the hook like this. Swear.
Great.
God,
so,
that's so funny.
Can I take my grappling? It's already made, right?
Yeah.
Can I put it on the top of the
Yeah.
on top, right? Okay. Can I like slide? Can I make ice on the ground and slide afterwards?
Yo.
I
You
like
just really want to slip and slide.
Roll our
Like just cuz.
Okay.
That'd be pretty fun
I
though.
wanna have
Just
fun,
tri-
yeah. Oh, man. Okay. Plus 8 Arcana. Nice. 18.
Oh my god.
18. Yeah. There's no water around,
It's just like,
Water skin?
but you have a little bit in your water skin as you like
Yeah.
roll it on the ground with an 18, and you like freeze it over and make this like very small
Yeah, just
like
my 2 feet.
sled
Just my-
for your 2 feet,
Yeah.
and hold on as the horses go. And the ground is smooth
It's-
enough
yeah.
as Malik kind of like almost like he's behind
Bruh.
the
Dude,
cart.
it's super fun. It's great.
So I see this from out the window. I'm like,
Yeah. You're like, what?
No, what?
I'm
Yeah,
distracted
like,
by
eat
this
it,
and
fine,
crash
let's
into the
eat
wall.
it. What is that?
Yeah, so Malik is doing that behind the cart.
That's pretty
who's, Blitz and Blanc? You
Yeah,
two
we
on top of the
drive
cart?
it.
I've got the reins.
So make a perception check.
The both of us?
Can
You
I
got
please
this.
make
You
a
got
good
this.
roll? Like,
give me your energy!
I
Sorry.
believe
Can I-
everyone give me their energy, please.
Put your hands to the sky, go through fear.
Is the both of us?
Woo! 13 on the...
That's
That's a plus 6.
Oh wait, so yeah, that's good.
I really
I rolled an 11.
I had a 13 too.
Late energy.
Oh, 13 total? 14.
So as you, it takes you a little while, but I'll say, as you get about 2 more miles forward in this rock structure, you see again these large like ridges, almost like mountains, but just like straight down faces. You see out in the distance, not as far as like your eyesight goes, but you notice it. Some sort of structure that looks, it's still on the stone, it definitely has more defining features than just smooth stone for miles to see. You see like the faint bit of like color and like looks like man-made structures.
Like to kind of.
Yeah. So as you go closer, Malik like kind of like goes back on his heels. As you get closer, it looks almost like a hill of some sort, but it kind of slopes up and then kind of like bottlenecks, and almost like a cresting wave has like a plateau at the top of this hill. And you see there seems to be like a line of stone, different than the stone that is on the ground, that is like not floating in the air, but not like attached to this like bottleneck and stuff that goes around. Seems to be probably a path up or something. And as you get closer, you can see it's very tall. As you can kind of see in the distance, you like weren't sure. Could be like the 20 feet structures. This appears like probably like 100 feet tall in total. In this stone path that goes all the way up, and at the top you see the faint sign of like some type of like pillar or something to that effect.
I will communicate this to the people in the cart.
And as you approach, you see it's made of like compact dirt. At least the main hill part, which is strange because you are on straight stone.
So we've made it to this structure.
Yeah.
Let's check it out, huh?
So as you look up now, about 100 feet in the air, you see like these like marble pillars or like columns that kind of come up and like almost hook at the end on like all four sides.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh dear.
So, who's coming with me?
I'll go.
Yeah, I'll just cast.
You just cast it.
Yeah, I get
Well,
one.
All right.
Yeah, right.
I'll definitely go,
Oh,
but
shit.
if this has anything to do with
30 feet.
the
30 feet.
colleagues,
So there's
Yes.
nothing. There's nothing like on the path right below you, like right near you.
Damien, don't be a scaredy cat. Come on.
all I was going to say was
I
that
didn't ask.
from what I'm not
I'll
going.
go.
I'm not going.
I'll go.
Should we leave one or two here?
I can stay with Flightless.
Okay.
You sure?
Cool.
Okay. Alice,
Well,
we'll scream if we need you.
this can only end well when we split up.
Yep.
I say. So I'll go.
Beautiful.
I already said I was going, but I guess we could use an extra person.
I just thought we're all.
You want to tag along?
Okay, you know what? Maybe I want to bond with Alice and the bird. Then is that what you want?
So that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, maybe you should just stay. I don't. Come with it. Whatever. Let's go. Come on. We're just joshing.
Okay.
It's called sarcasm.
Y'all remember the last
Oh,
cavern
really?
we found just in the middle of nowhere?
The last one?
You remember the last cavern we found? Full of kobolds?
Oh yeah, we're not running out this time.
Is this a cavern?
Oh.
We're in it to die.
Oh.
It's kind of a cavern.
We're here to die.
It's a whole like structure, and then there's stairs inside of it.
There's not stairs inside. Like it goes around the whole thing.
Oh,
It's almost like this large,
it's the opposite of a
like
cavern.
plateauing, like hill, like large hill, but like the inside has been like carved out into like this like shape.
Like the stairs on the outside.
And the stairs go around like the whole, like they're at the
Yeah.
level of the outside.
There's stairs on the outside. There's stuff on the inside. Which way are we going?
Inside.
There's it does not appear to be anything on the inside.
Just columns.
Stairs it is.
Stairs.
Not columns. Columns are on the top.
So,
Oh.
Columns
Oh, that's
are on the
interesting.
top, leading to nothing. They're not like support columns.
so maybe we shouldn't split up.
Yeah, if everybody else is going,
just
maybe
left.
Flightless and I should come
No,
along
it's
too.
just okay. So
Yeah, you should come. I think.
it's a
It's a
hill.
good idea.
It's just like dirt. Like it looks like a natural enough structure.
And then, but it's hollowed out, right? And,
Hollowed out in just a strange hill shape.
no,
Any magic? 10 minutes past.
no, I mean,
He just cast.
wait,
Oh.
yeah.
Okay.
There's no magic in the face.
Yes, maybe everyone should go. I doubt too many people or travelers come this way.
I mean,
What if we get-
The bird.
The bird can come with us.
What if we get robbed though
But there's someone
again?
with the cart.
That would be unfortunate.
I don't know.
I feel as if we are safer together.
So we'll all stay at the cart.
That is a great idea, Danny.
Let's just bring the cart.
With the horses.
Someone has the cart.
A flightless will carry it before us. Won't you, pal?
The only choice is, do you want to leave Flightless alone with the cart, or do you want to leave Alice too?
Don't do that.
I think Alice thing would be better. And she volunteered for it.
Well, no, I think
Well,
I
she
think
said JK lol, she wants to go.
she wants to go with us.
I would rather we get robbed than these two get killed. Don't you agree?
Well, how
Yes,
about
and robbed?
what if we hide the cart so nobody can find it?
Inside the
This is a
prison
sheer
structure.
rock face there. I think. Is there a place to hide it?
Does anybody
Even
have
mask
any,
it a little bit?
You can like kind of like park it like under this little like staircase.
How high is the cart, would you say?
The cart, it's probably like 8 feet,
You put like a tiny hut up.
maybe 10 feet.
I put a silent image up. So put in like near a crevice or something, and just do my best to camouflage.
Is that an image concentration?
Yes.
So detect magic falls.
Yes.
Detect magic falls.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Detect magic falls.
But what's the range?
How many,
on
Jack?
sound image?
60 feet.
Okay, so you cannot hold that one.
What were we?
Can't I?
It is 100 feet tall.
Do I need to save it anywhere?
Like a big rock.
You believe so? No.
Malik, I think if you just put your rock in front of it, I think that'll be enough.
I put my rock in front of it. I'll listen to it.
Whoa, I can't. I don't know what's there. What? Where did our cart go?
Anyway, it's just like like maybe a foot tall
Oh,
rock.
okay. Like
Kind of place it.
What?
I'm not gonna cast silent image. I'm just gonna hold.
Okay.
Detect magic.
Okay.
Because I didn't know you needed to say right.
Let's just go quickly and then nothing can happen.
Oh, that's true. Okay, let's go.
Great
let's
idea.
start climbing the stairs.
Alright, perfect. So you start walking.
So everyone's gone.
Go fast.
You start
Wait,
walking up
We'll do
this
it first.
stone staircase.
Everyone.
I think everyone but Alice.
In-
Or you got.
Yeah,
No, Alice
We're gonna
and
use it.
Alice
And flightless.
and
Think of
Flightless.
Flightless will be coming.
Everyone
Bonus
is
action, and move at the dash.
And free
It's like
action.
the smoke comes up behind you. You see it.
Great. So you all, the 7 of you, head up towards the top.
Oh, yeah, there's 7 of us now.
Feet going around this staircase. Once you get up there, this appears to be some kind of natural hill-ish, but there are definitely man-made parts to it. You see what immediately strikes you is the 4 square columns that stretch up, and they kind of hook down at the top, come to a point, almost like pointing at something. They all kind of point towards the center of this round hill that is like quite a ways across, but is circular at the top. So that is in all the 4 corners. You also see less man-made. Those have carvings and decorations, not pictures or anything, but typical stone carvings like you would see in some kind of manor or on a statue or a fountain. And other than those 4, you do see almost like Stonehenge-y type natural rocks, either laid down or standing up. Different than the type of smooth stone. These are jagged rocks that just kind of sit around this circle. The outer layer is the outer ring of the circle is rock, and then there is a ring of green grass, which is the first grass you've seen since back at the river. And then the inner layer is the stone that is on the bottom of the plateau. And carved in each one of the pillars, and there's a lot to take in. There's a large, carved in each one of the pillars, at the bottom, there is an alcove that is 6 feet tall. These pillars go up probably 20 feet. But a 6 foot tall alcove that has it looks like a shrine of some sorts. It has like a little surface, and then right now each of them have a bowl of water, and next to that water is some kind of like white, looks like bone statue that has been carved to look like a pedestal and an eyeball sitting atop that pedestal. And there's a matching one at each of these 4 shrines. And there is a larger version of that statue in the middle of this circle. So there's a bone pedestal that kind of like hourglass shaped, and sitting atop it is like a carved out eye. And you actually see a person up here.
Okay.
Shoot.
There is
Who dat?
a man sitting with his legs crossed, facing one of the shrines, opposite where you would come up. He wears not much in the way of like traditional garb. He's completely bald. He's facing away from you towards the pillar, and he wears like this cloth robe, similar to like a monk's robe, that is mostly charcoal with bits of like light purple. So I know that's a lot at one time, but that's kind of the big spot you see.
Detect magic.
And detect magic. You sense magic coming from all over the man. As you get closer, you see he is heavily tattooed all over his body.
Whoa.
You see pictures, a lot of eyeballs and things like that. But you see a few like tiger tattoos and large cats and a few ravens. Actually, quite a few ravens that are just tattooed all over this man's body, and then some just like runes.
I have that.
He's basically covered head to toe in these. You also sense a stronger presence coming from somewhere in front of him. It looks like he's holding it, but it's hard to see. It is enchantment. And you also sense divination in the eyeball in the center of the circle.
I'm going to turn to the party and say, that's not just an old man.
Flag looks at you like totally ready.
Let's go into stealth. Some over there, some over there. So I try to communicate.
Do we know this?
Disadvantage is stealth, baby.
Yeah, sure. So
And also
if everyone's trying
-1.
stealth, go ahead and everyone roll stuff.
Disadvantage -1 on stealth, actually.
The odds are in your favor. They're not mine.
Okay.
Come on, plus.
Okay, I got a 6.
Yeah. I don't want to.
I have a plus.
This rolled a 20. You had already decided.
20.
What? I never.
I mean, I
Jacob
guess you
said
can
so.
unstealth,
Jacob said so. I
but you're
didn't.
still going forward.
11.
Yeah, I'm going for it.
25.
25?
Bruh.
11.
11.
6? 11. 11.
4.
I guess it doesn't matter because Malik's stomping ahead anyway.
What? I'm just.
It
Turn
really
it
didn't
on.
do much good.
Yeah.
You're actually very loud on this, like, it's silent here. Like, there's not much breeze. Nobody's speaking. You basically hear each other's breaths, and you hear like just like your feet just like echoing on this stone. It's very clear to hear. But the man does not turn.
I'm just walking towards him. What's he holding?
As you get up close, it does not appear actually like he's holding anything. He has his hands face down on his lap.
What's the
And there is that enchantment magic coming out of both of his hands, whatever's on the underside of his hands.
And those would be his legs.
Nope, something between his legs and his legs. His leg, yeah, he jumps 1,000 feet in a minute.
Shatters everything.
No, it's whatever's on the underside of his hands, which he has laid down on his lap. As you come around, his eyes are closed, and he does not take note of you.
What's between his hands and his legs?
Can't see. They're on
You
the
can't
underside.
see.
They're like
Oh, we're
sitting.
on-
Oh,
He's
they're
sandwich.
small. Okay, I thought there was a bit like a box or something.
No.
It's the J.
Surprise.
No.
Yeah, he has two of them.
It's
No,
like-
it's two
Dies
distinct,
instantly.
Yeah.
two distinct
Enchantment.
blows of enchantment. Yeah.
So funny.
Um,
2 avatars of death show up.
we're all just looking at him at this point. Let's take one look at the pedestal. What's in there? Nothing, right? Is there something upon the pedestal in the middle?
An eyeball, a big carved eyeball.
Not magic. No.
Divination. There's divination.
Okay.
I had said that.
I know. I didn't. I didn't get it. I'm sorry. I now know this is like a looking place. I think it is.
Okay. Can everyone hear me?
Yeah.
Including the guy.
Including that.
Okay. I think this is some sort of like ritual site.
His head starts to turn towards you, eyes closed.
So, what I was saying was, we're very glad to be here at this ritual site, ready to get started.
I mean-
Who are you?
He has his eyes completely closed and looks just like in the general direction of you all.
Hmm.
And he puts his arms, his hands like one above his head.
What's in his hands?
And he opens them, eyes still closed. And there are lavender, almost crystals, inset in his hands, carved in the shape of eyeballs. As he says, "Hello, friends."
Friends, yeah.
Oh, that's good. We're friends.
Hey,
Yeah,
Shoddy.
that's friend.
I believe him.
Yeah.
What's up? How are
You been
you?
drinking?
How have
And
you been?
he now opens his
You coming
eyes.
off of-
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
We made an intrusion here. We just happened upon something that wasn't on our map, and we wanted to check it out. I'm very sorry for interrupting anything. Let me know.
And no harm has been done.
Yeah.
Yet.
Was
As I
Malik
pull
just
up the
polite?
clock.
We're here to murder you.
You were just polite for some
I can
reason.
be polite when I
It's
was.
actually very neutral.
Yeah. No, he's neutral. All right. Don't
He's
call
true
him-
neutral.
Don't
Alright.
call him polite.
Uh,
Neutral is doing really good acts and then just terribly evil things.
You balance
You
it out.
balance it out.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah.
I hope you don't mind us being here. We're travelers. I'm Kasha. These are my friends.
Hello.
Travelers are not a common sight here in Ridgestone. Welcome.
Ridgestone.
Pardon?
Looks a map.
Doesn't exist.
I hope you don't mind me asking, but how long has Ridgestone been here?
I can't say that. I can't speak for Ridgestone. I can only speak for myself.
Well, how long have you been in Ridgestone?
I've been here at Ridgestone for a little over a year now.
Who sold me this map? I don't know.
Just burn it.
I burned the illusion of it.
Well, what are you doing up here?
I am simply a
About it.
child of the Watcher, as you all are as well.
I see.
Oh, I see.
Where did you get your tattoos? I like them.
Thank you. And yours as well.
Thank you.
Is the
Well, you're not-
Watcher a giant?
The Watcher is no thing. The Watcher sees all, but has no physical form.
I look over at Blitz. What's something?
Do you know something about the correlators?
I know many things. I'm afraid that is not knowledge that I could share with you.
Fair. We are just strangers after all.
You have many eyes. What do those eyes see?
The Watcher observes many things, as do I, as his child. But I do not intend to have consequence on such things, merely observe.
This is true neutral, but
Yeah,
Yeah,
you need
dude.
to become this guy.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, like, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna do anything anymore, guys. I'm just gonna
What do
go
you
for my
think, Alan?
farm. Yeah, I don't know, guys.
I don't care.
Should I witch bolt? Nah.
I don't think I will.
Anyway, I look around. Nice place you have here, though. Would you mind if someone else did some observing?
Feel free.
I'm gonna approach the center.
You've taken a keen liking to. He begins to stand now. A keen liking to observation.
I know how to find things.
Observation is the key to the secrets we often desire to have.
Yeah, my dad once told me. Information's power. I think I agree with him that one.
Malik is human?
Your father was a wise man.
Oh, it was. Yeah. Wait, did you say was?
What?
Did you say was?
Yeah, I said I misspoke.
Okay.
Blake misspoke.
Because I was
He died, so.
yeah, I'm just approaching the meadow. I'm gonna put my hands over it. Oh. I'm just trying to. I assume it's a device to in order to channel magic.
Did you say this to him, or are you just trying to figure it out?
Yeah. I mean, I'll try to figure out. So, this thing, I assume you would channel magic through it and therefore observe certain things, right? And if you're on top of this mountain, and pardon me saying, but there's not much of interest to look around here, I assume it has quite a large range.
I do not assume to know the ranges of the Watcher's effects. I'm merely a vessel to gaze upon the lands that he watches over.
Oh. So you're saying this, and I motion to them. It's one of the Watcher's eyes.
The Watcher has many eyes.
Is this one of them?
It could be described as such.
No.
Cringe.
Someone has the notification.
The Watcher sees all.
What do these bowls of water mean?
Oh, the ones that, yeah, they're just like,
Yeah,
they're on
okay.
where he was kneeling.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, like.
The Watcher,
I'm gonna turn on ritual mode.
the Watcher does not require living sacrifice, but material possessions are often obtrusive to what we are trying to do. So we give them up. And these bowls of water are merely symbols of the material that we do not wish to possess.
And what is it that you are trying to do?
Like I have said,
Watch.
Yeah.
the Watcher merely observes and does not intend to have consequence.
Have you observed anything about the Earl of the Southstead recently?
Like your friend had pointed out, you are strangers to this land. You are not entitled to information, but you may observe for yourselves if that is what you so wish.
They wish to have.
Cool. How do we do that? How do we observe?
I'm very interested.
Yeah, I'm
in
trying to.
How do we do that?
It is simple, really. The Watcher does not ask for much. He does ask that all material possessions be rid of, and you devote your lives to seeking but never obtaining.
Yeah, he
I don't know
doesn't
about
ask
that,
for
Chief.
That seems like it was a big commitment.
Seeking
I pivot out.
obtaining.
Moonwalker.
Finish the sentence. Oh, you're just seeking but not obtaining.
Seeking but not obtaining.
So.
What does
Not a
Flightless own, really? Never mind.
No, we all
You
have
have
to
to-
give it up.
Yes.
So So
No,
like,
just
You get the feeling this isn't like a ritual he's talking about. Like this, he's trying to
A
like
lifestyle.
a way of life that he's
Okay,
trying to get you
no.
to live.
so like, if we give it all up, can we get it back? Like, if we just like abandon the way of the Watcher, can we just like put it back on and leave?
Abandoning the way of the Watcher.
Forgive my
would be-
friend.
Hi, Katie.
I'm like, can I do nothing with the stone? Like, doesn't it do anything?
Go ahead and roll Arcana.
Okay.
It does not do anything. As you like fidget with it and like try to like, it doesn't do anything.
Well,
Well,
Chuck all your stuff.
well, nice place you got here. That's it.
yeah, we wish you well, and I think we are just going to exit without consequence now. Although we have enjoyed our time with you, and we would love to come back
And
sometime
I
and
with you.
Does he have
further
anything on him?
discuss.
Nope, just robes. And
Just robes.
the eyes.
Robes, good enough.
Is there an
Remember
empty-
those robes.
Is there an empty bowl?
Well, and tattoos all over his body.
No, physical.
Okay.
I'm gonna remember.
Is there an empty bowl?
Nope.
Can I empty one of the bowls?
What?
Can I pee in one of the bowls?
Did
Yeah.
we leave something?
He's gonna empty one of these like sacrificial bowls.
Yeah.
Can I drink out of one of the
Can I
bowls?
desecrate his grave?
I'm getting really thirsty.
Okay. My idea.
Oh, thank
I
God.
thought.
Ah, I was getting parched.
I thought that they were like sacrifices.
No,
Like-
it's literally water. I said without consequence. We should go.
I was okay. My idea was I was gonna drip some of my sword water into one of them.
He
and be
said
like, you know.
the water.
Oh.
He said the water was a symbol for the
Okay.
material possessions he had given
Yes,
us.
sir.
Valid.
You did mention we're strangers, but that doesn't need to be the way forever. If there's any help or anything we could do for shall we seek? We've been more than interested in doing so.
The Watcher has already seen and will continue to gaze upon your actions. He will not turn a blind eye, for better or for worse.
Did he tell us his name yet?
We will see each other again.
Haha, get it? See.
Hey,
I throw myself off.
all right, guys, see you down there.
He begins to
are we
start sitting once again.
Before we go, do you have a name?
We stopping?
I have no name, for he who binds himself to this world. What are you doing?
Can't do that, you said nothing.
I have no name, for he who binds himself to this world fears its release.
You said he's human?
He is
So, then we will see you around, child of the Watcher.
Before we leave, can I ask your name? If you have a name.
I have no name, friend.
So
Can
think-
I call you something?
Well, we're just trying to like identify you. So like, would it be
I
weird to
got
call
it,
you like
I got
monk
it.
guy?
I
got it.
identify myself.
Can I call you Mr. Four Eyes?
Child.
I identify myself only as a child of the Watchers.
I got it on my first try.
So there's many.
Yes. Who are all children
Like us too.
under his eye.
That's cool.
Thank you.
Do you guys have like a gift shop here?
Yeah, on your way out.
I'm gonna start.
Do you guys need clocks? I have
By
clocks.
the way, boys.
Well,
Small way, boss. Small way.
before we leave, there's nothing we could do to like just get a little bit of information from the Watcher, maybe, for all he sees.
I'm afraid
Thing.
I am not the one who will offer you such help.
There'll come a time when we're actually needed. At that time, maybe they'll give it to us.
Okay, well that was cool.
Pretty good.
Well.
Pretty good.
Let's go back down. Why don't we?
He sits down and faces the other way as you all start to head out.
I'm gonna execute. No, I'm just kidding.
As you all
Give
start-
us the information.
Yeah.
As you start to head down the
It's like how you're
stairs,
the cleric and like,
Look.
I'm gonna kill this
he
person.
says, you kind of hear him say as you leave, your actions will not go unnoticed by he who sees all. Do not forget.
Look, we get it. You see stuff. All right.
All right, so we need
I
to
see
stop
it like-
slaughtering
Thank you.
all these
Yeah.
people. Sounds like.
Now, as we get to the edge of this 100-foot tall thing, I look at Fred with us.
No.
How far can I throw you?
So, you said you couldn't fly, right?
I'm glad I couldn't hear that. We're getting out of here.
No, yeah, we just
Let's go.
Maybe later.
For the love
Great.
of
Like, after
the
we
watcher.
find the guy,
Let's get out of here.
after we find the guy, don't climb up anywhere taller.
Let's go back down and get back on the carriage.
Can I
And keep
sled
going.
all the way down on my shield?
Can I just
Roll
Stairs?
acrobatics or athletics.
No, I haven't been
You know what?
rolling well.
Backflip. Backflip. Backflip right now.
Sure.
on the stairs?
It's happening.
On the stairs?
It's 17.
Hey.
You managed to get a backflip further down onto the
I pull out my sword and cut off his head.
Okay, I don't resist.
Go.
Great, so you all head down the stairs with a chariot, and when you get down there,
It's gone.
no,
I do not.
Damien
Natural
does
20.
yet
Is it
another-
actually?
Natural
As he jumps, he does a double flip in the air.
Does he land in the
Really?
carriage?
Isn't that magic?
Oh my
And
god!
lands straight on the carriage, the chariot top, reins in hand.
Isn't that magic?
Not even that.
Okay,
You went-
Look at him and like, he'll slap.
I don't believe that.
Oh.
So he lands
the
on the
watcher
reins
see
and
that?
then instantly gives them to me.
After a few seconds, I go.
The watchers up there were like,
That
nice.
was very
The watcher
impressive.
saw that.
The
The
watchers.
watcher sees all, and that was sick.
That was pretty epic.
You just hear like a thing like, nah.
Nice.
I'm very impressed by this. Like,
Yes.
wow.
Yeah.
I
Damien.
can teach you.
I always believed you.
You teach
I,
me
I
too?
don't think you
Sure.
could. I have a -1 dexterity, so.
So, you say that?
Wait,
Yeah, well, I have a
I
plus
have
2.
+4, so
Wait, you
Yeah,
don't
I
want
can
to do a
teach you.
backflip?
I do.
Really?
With like full plate on?
Maybe,
Wow.
I don't know if now's the place, but, if we get to Gresham in the
Yeah.
festival.
Let's do it.
It's getting
Please.
Everybody, hop on.
So yeah, so you take the chariot and start riding for I would say about 10 more miles on this stony
Hey.
Yeah.
stony terrain.
I'm starting to get tired at this point.
And
Are you still sledding? His feet are gone. Like
He's
they've
just, like,
worn
on
down
his
to
Yeah,
nothing.
no, I'm sitting down at this
Don't
point.
worry, guys. He's only starting to get tired.
True.
Alex
Miles
will
of
different.
and the much as it did on the other side, the stone starts to slope down. Some of it like sharp rock face, but it does start.
I'm gonna take him right off the face and just.
It's like a kick flip on the.
Okay.
Restrooms being
Roll
used.
for that. Okay.
Yeah.
Roll for P.
19.
Oh my god.
Great. And so the stone
Hey, yeah. Because
the
Jacob's
stone-
head is so large.
the stone transitions to just grass once again, and you can continue heading northeast.
All right.
We're getting close, yeah.
You ride for a few more hours.
Are we there yet?
I punch Malik in the face.
And there starts to be a few like trees. So as before it was just a valley. It's not like a forest or anything, but you see trees start to pop up. And you ride for a few more hours, and night begins to fall,
I'm close.
and the horses are tired. It's unclear.
I'll look for a sizable tree to camp under.
There's a decent,
okay.
decent size, just regular like spruce tree, that you see.
All right, so I'm gonna take one block and turn it into a crafting table.
Okay.
Okay. And
Beautiful.
I'm gonna punch it.
my raw power punch the tree. No, but I'll pull the carriage under the tree.
Great. And are you all making camp for the night?
Yes.
That's what I'm planning on.
Yeah, let's do
how
it.
do hit die work? You regain half.
You regain half of your hit dice on the long rest, yes. So if you have 4 hit dice, you'll regain 2,
Okay.
no matter how many you lost.
So. Okay, Blake, I haven't used the movement the whole day, right?
You're correct.
So this time I'm just gonna be like, you keep me watch, buddy.
Okay.
So I'm gonna leave her there for like 8 hours.
Good.
Okay.
She is nocturnal, so.
Does she have a name?
Luna.
Luna.
Katie, I'm pretty sure you've asked that like 4 times.
Because I was really sad when we didn't have a name
Yeah,
for
me
like
too.
3 sessions straight. It was
Pretty
Great.
terrible.
So Luna perches on top of the chariot. Alright, is anyone else keeping watch or just...
I'll keep first watch.
I'll keep last watch.
I'll keep second watch.
I probably.
You're not allowed.
Yeah, I
You're not
probably
allowed.
should
You've
not.
lost
Although with
watch
how I've been
privileges.
rolling, I'm gonna be like,
Should be good.
So we'll take turns. We'll vibe out with Luna.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoever's taking watch gets.
Are there any like two people taking watch together, or is it all just like...
This is what we said last time that we would do.
It's
We
just
do
like
have
one
Luna
person.
now. So Luna's
yeah,
Luna's
Luna's
everyone's
2
faster.
technically.
Yeah.
Actually. All right.
So any like two people taking watch together, or just like one?
Are we even?
Just one and also Luna. So
One of them.
Okay.
Okay.
Do we
Great. So roll a perception check for Luna, and then each of you who's taking a watch.
So Luna.
Oh my gosh!
20 dice.
These were the dice that when we live streamed the one shot, I rolled like 6
You
nat
know what's
20s
funny? I
on
think you
too.
could just roll your d6s and get higher rolls.
I think you're right because I got a nat 4. It goes up to a 10 though.
So
Can I just use my passive perception of 16?
No, so Jack.
she
you
first
already-
rolled a 12, but an advantage because owl. Because owl.
Okay, great. The rest of you.
Gotta be aggressive.
16.
16.
Oh yeah.
Who's,
8.
Blitz is having a bad day.
I mean, I'll do it.
So-
Are you
16.
taking watch
Sure.
with
You're like third watch. I
Third.
Kashi?
guess.
Sure.
Okay.
12.
Great. So Malik, your watch passes.
I'm last.
Sorry, Blitz, you're first. Your watch passes without seemingly too much incidents. You don't see any life coming from this stone plateau area. And the river is not nearby. You guys have curved north from the river. But you are under this tree, and it is rather calming. Second watch was who?
Me.
What'd you roll?
16.
16. It is actually very pretty. About like an hour into your watch, your eyes are kind of like glued to the ground, but you notice like lights seem to come from somewhere, and you kind of like step up and walk around the tree, and you see far in the distance, like there was no way you could have seen this in the daylight, but there are lights, and you hear, as you like listen closely, almost like trumpets, and you see these like flashes of lights, and you almost make out like lanterns in the night sky.
Heck yeah.
But
Michael, we could have made it.
other than that,
She
your
didn't know.
watch passes without incidents.
Okay.
No, I think it's a true thing.
Nay, nay, before you get a whooping.
You three, or you two, what'd you roll?
12.
8.
8. Luna still
Great
has
rolls today.
Combined.
Luna has a
They'll
21.
suck.
Yeah.
But she's just gonna make noise if she says something.
So the two of you kind of sit there under the tree. You notice that the 5 of your party members are just lay on the ground in their bedrolls. Flightless had originally been his own bedroll, but sometime during Blom's watch had like scooted his very close to Alice.
No.
Are you two doing anything?
This will, I guess, kind of explain why I don't have the best roll. I'll be writing my sketchbook. Any updates on the location of Sierra Rose? Question mark.
Okay, so it is like 2 in the morning.
It is. In
Like
this
it-
part of it.
Not
It's
so
a very small.
subtly.
It's a relatively small continent.
One time zone?
What?
Is it one time zone?
Yeah, it's one time zone. It's about the size. I guess I've never really said this. It's a little bigger than like Australia. So it's one of the smaller
It's
continents.
pretty small, yeah.
Where you come from, Malik, is much larger actually. Great. Let me pull up my notes. You don't get many responses because it is in the middle of the night, but
You up?
what
Did
exactly?
you write in cursive at that time? You're like,
Any updates on the location of Sierra Rose?
So you get a response from Oh yeah, there. You hear a response from some red, kind of like scratchy scribbles, and it says, "We have done an early scan through many of the city's records here in Solaris, and the name Sierra Rose has not appeared. We will continue searching, but I wonder if the person you are looking for is somewhere else. More while."
To account for my bad role, I'm just gonna be casually peeking over without consequence, watching without consequence, whatever it is.
It's pitch black. He's writing. You're reading. He's like
Just chalking that up to memory.
And you guys as well see the lights out in the distance.
Do you want to go?
To the festival?
Yeah, why not?
Like right now?
Right now.
Are you gonna?
You gonna walk?
You're gonna steal both of the horses?
How far is
Sure.
it?
It's a few miles.
It's a mean workout. How many hours has it been of like resting and stuff?
You are on about hour 5. Yeah, well, getting into like hour 6.
Do we know if it's a multiple day thing? Do we hear that? It's implied.
Yeah,
It's inferred.
I wouldn't throw a festival at you. Have it finished the day before you get there.
Unless we like spent too much time on the morning.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, but like,
He's like, you should have left, idiots.
Yeah.
Idiots. You spent 10 minutes too long. No,
You
it
just
seems to be a
missed it.
multiple day festival.
Okay. Well, there's an echo in here.
I think
It's the
You can turn the sound on. If, I guess my computer's
I
probably
think I'm just resonating really well right now. Alex. I don't know.
I don't know what Mac, but
That's right.
I'll just take out my flask and drink what's left.
Is everything alright?
Yes, I don't know. Most of the people in my life just don't want to be found these days. It's a little odd.
Well, we're all here with you and me, and we're going to a festival. It's gonna be so fun.
I'm excited for that.
He'll be okay.
Yeah, I know. You're right. A lot happening at once, out of nowhere. But I guess I just should be grateful that I'm still alive, because we've been close to death many times.
That we have.
Not me necessarily. Like, I've been pretty good, but like, collectively.
Sure.
Takes a boost.
But
Oh, this is like.
I'm just gonna head to bed.
Okay, I'll take the rest of the water.
Well, I assume I say towards the end of the rest. Anyway, see ya.
It's been like 5 minutes into the watch, and I'm like, I think I'm gonna go to bed.
I'm tired.
So the roll was low. I was like, oh.
True.
The rest of your watch passes without much occurrence. And Malik, same with you. You and Luna kind of sit there, and she notices the festival as well.
I'm
She
so
starts to
excited for
parade.
it.
Festival of the Kings.
That's how owls dance. They're like.
True.
I'm gonna shake
You
her
see
arm.
one talent.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, she kind of We need that in gift form.
What did
Here we
you
go
do?
with that dumb face.
We're already such
Wait,
nerds.
Nanny, what you could have whooped.
It's my Luna impression.
Great. Your watch passes as well as you all come to consciousness in the morning. And you have level. No, I'm just kidding.
What?
It's a holiday.
You are back awake, and as you listen, when no one speaks, you can still hear faint trumpets and drums.
You guys were so close.
All right, let's go, guys, now.
Okay.
We're going to Disneyland.
Put my clothes on.
Ah, I must say,
Reese is looking like, oh, nothing. There's no better.
the seat for the two that sit on the outside, like, is it made of wood? Or is there, like, cushion?
This one, in the other one, it was just like a wood plank with like a back.
Yeah.
But this, yeah. But this is the Royal Chariot, which has very nice plush cushions.
Okay, so, like,
Almost
my
like
butt,
a-
my butt
like-
doesn't hurt then. It's
No,
like-
no, no.
I'm like, oh, yeah.
Why is that on your mind?
I was going to ask someone else to take the reins. Been
So
been
that's
riding
what?
for about 16 hours.
What's that sound?
I've also been sitting
You
here.
have slept.
Alright, fine. I'll take the reins again.
Alright, stop RPing, please.
No, enough
Give
RP.
me that coin back, I gave you.
Oh, did I-
It's
Did I not get it back?
Keep it back.
I actually don't know where it is, but
Just be extra
Oh, here it is.
mage and the rings.
Yeah, can I mage ring? I'm sitting there with my book. And
like
the
the,
mage hand.
the horse even like one of them goes away and it's just like great.
Fine, I'll do it myself.
I have the reins in my hand, though.
He takes it fine.
Mel's like, okay. As he's like behind me, so he's like, okay.
Great. So you all start heading towards the lights you had seen. They're about 3-4 miles away.
Oh, we could have done that.
And as you come up, you see. They're difficult to see in the daylight, but as you approach, you can see them floating lanterns in the sky that look like they're being constantly set off. Like that's one of the big things of this festival. You don't see like some sprawling town in front of you. You see like these very small walls, like 10 feet walls, like relatively short. That like go. They're almost made of like a sandstony material, some kind of like beige stone, and they kind of go in a light circle. But you come up on these two like sandstone pillars that have like a sharp diagonal on them. It seems like a gate of some sort, but there's not actually like a door that opens. There's no one out there, and there seems to be these large like cloths and draperies with like oranges and blues kind of like painted on them that just kind of hang over the walls on the pillars, and you don't see like buildings or anything like above the walls. In fact, as you get closer, as you walk like right up near the gate, you see that this whole city is built into the ground. So these gates lead down to a grand staircase that descends into multiple rings of a city.
How are the horses getting down?
What happens when it rains?
And you see between the two pillars there is a banner. And
Horses trip down the stairs.
There's a handicap ramp.
But then the carriage just goes like.
Between the two pillars, there is a large banner that says, "Glad star tides, may Mortelworth guide you." That's where we're gonna take our break.
Let's get back to the party.
Let's get back and party.
I hate that.
Awesome. In the second half of this session, you all explore South Gresham.
Spoilers.
Dude, that's
I know we were
hard.
there.
Yeah.
Oh, did
I thought it was
Oh
City.
my.
North Gresham's in the sky.
yeah.
With them.
Yeah, that's how cardinal directions
Gresham.
are. Great. Thank you so much for being here with us. We love you guys. All right.
Alright, see ya.
No, I mean, if you enjoyed this content, you know the drill. Leave a like on the video. Let us know down in the comments, and press that subscribe button, and turn the notifications on because we're back. We're back with better content.
Yeah.
Correct.
And can you do that in the plain voice?
Correct.
Thank you so much. If you especially enjoy our content, so much that you would consider supporting us, consider joining our Patreon. where you can get some really cool. I don't even think we've talked about like what's actually on there.
I was about to say, what do we have on there?
Yeah, what do we have on there?
Great,
Oh.
content that is exclusive. So you can get access to. We have started posting. I believe one of them is posted. By the time this episode is up, probably 2.
Yeah.
Session 0
Woo!
of each of the characters.
It's been a minute.
I know Malik's Session 0, where it was just me and Guy, was posted on the Patreon exclusive. And I believe Miria's is next, which is actually the very first thing we ever filmed.
Yep.
We weren't even in this dungeon yet.
The dungeon didn't exist.
The dungeon did not exist
The
yet.
first thing
The
filmed.
dungeon wasn't an idea.
Yeah.
The first thing ever, it was the first use of the camera in history.
Yes, actually.
We invented the camera.
just for you guys.
Yeah,
We bet you
and then
can-
at some of the higher tiers, we have a UniversiD&D Minecraft server, as was casually mentioned in the episode. And then at some like super high, like the best people in the world tiers, we have some really cool
Is that how
stuff.
you want to phrase that?
Like
We don't show favorites, I think.
what?
Is that how you want to phrase that?
Yeah. Where you can create an NPC for the campaign. And at the highest tier, you can play in a one-shot with us, which we just did, which was a ton of fun.
It
Alex
was
and
really
of course.
fun.
That was
It
very
like
fun.
6 hours.
Yeah.
But yeah, and you can play in a monthly one-shot with all of us. So yeah, so there's some really cool stuff on the Patreon, and we would love it if you check that out. And then there's some other stuff like discounts on merch, which we're about to roll out.
And
And
we're gonna drop an exclusive one shot on there.
and we're dropping an exclusive one-shot on Patreon.
Nice.
Great. Oh, and in the future, hopefully early access to all of our videos
Yes.
as soon as we get our editing together. Great. So yeah, that's great. And if nothing else, join our Discord. It is a fantastic community there, and all the people really care about it, and we care about them. So
Everyone's welcome to join, of course.
yeah, everyone is welcome to join. Even if you're new to the channel, and you're on episode 9, great. 10, no, but please join. We'd love it. I think that's all from me. So we will see you all next week.
Woo!
And as always, remember, friends who crit together.
Stick together.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.